bans coming through, the Trundle ban kind of forcing TT to take away Xin Zhao. And at the end of the day, BLG get Gwen. And obviously, we all know Gwen is immune. She is just a bit too strong right now. So I think...
Wait for this one now that Chieftain has arrived. We'll just win the jungle trade. And is actually still confident to go for this one. Flashes straight in, steadfast presence. They're looking for the kill on Nu, but the shield saves him. He takes the tower shot. Oh, he still goes down.
Ignite.
The burn, the ignite. I can't believe they got that. God. Oh my goodness. What a player. What a player. Well, 2.5 minutes until we get the next Chieftain flash. But for the time being, he doesn't need it. Doggo goes down. Crisp does have a flash of his own, but the anchor will do the work for the time being. Heavy lifted there. Flash us over. And if Chieftain only had flash, maybe that could...
Right, we talked about how the Fiora can be frustrating. I think Gwen is peak frustration in League of Legends.
Oh, Shockwave is there, and the follow-up is beautiful. Wait, takes the tower. Cal does survive, but still, that was a nice...
Against the wall, there's often just easy pickings. They weren't able to find the kill there. They end up trading even in summoners, though. It's just a flash for a flash, but either way, Cal survives.
Goes wide. It's going to be answered by another hook on the other side. Now Southwind low. Red and white for the Aphelios as Doggo tries to finish the kill, but Southwind out of range on this one. Flashing forward is Puff low on HP, but he just out DPS's Doggo. And now Crisp is alone in the world. He'll get himself a kill onto Southwind. It's a consolation prize, though, because we've now got a hat trick for...
And you know, a lot of times you look at the state of the game, you're like, oh, Jinx is 3-0. Has a pretty decent CS lead. The problem is, oh, might see a play here.
Yeah, let's hold this thought. 2 plates go down. Doggo now caught by the package, and then the Hextech ultimatum. Very nicely done by Cal and Nu to punish. It was still 2 plates, but even still, that's a nice little answer. In the meantime, on the top side, TT finding the Herald down. This will be a tower taken by Puff. BLG losing everywhere on the map.
Who's this team, right? Who's winning? It's about the mojo, and TT are channeling their mojo right now.
They certainly are, but Weiwei's channeling it harder as they come on in. The play does nothing. It looked real good, but that doesn't matter. Cal's arrived with the TP, and Crisp will be answered. That is going to be the shutdown taken, and I believe Doggo was the one to get the kill. As you're saying, the play was nice, but for Puff, it just...
And that was a real flash over the wall, by the way. That wasn't a hex flash. That was BLG commit.
2 games, 2 times Nu gets 1v3'd on the tower. Absolute bloodbath, and Breathe is just... Oh, he's just destroying Nu. Now playing the bottom side. Hex splash on a ward. Wait, just gets on. The least sneaky Hex Flash I've ever seen. And I've played with Dagda.
Well, you know, I'm sure Dagda's trying. And Weiwei was trying there. And that's what's important, okay?
Dagda's very trying, so that's not necessarily a good thing. Good little dodge on the hook. Nicely done there. Good shockwave as well. But now the dive comes on through. What tower, says Chieftain, as he just charges Fofo down. Trade in the mid lane, though, as the Herald will come down. This will be at least 1 tower for BLG. What can TT do to answer? They need to grab that tower as fast as possible in the bottom side and need to get out of there as well. Doggo going to be hammering away in the mid lane. Cal trying to finish this Herald off. It will go down, and that means the inhib will be safe.
Yeah.
Also, Breathe is just an absolute monster. He's on 2 items. He's monstrously huge, and if he can get that needle work across the whole of TT, he'll just shred health bars. But TT are the ones with position for the time being. I love that Southwood is just throwing his Q on cooldown. He's trying to find plays, but in with the steadfast presence, Weiwei starting it off, trying to split up the enemy team. But TT, they just walk in 1 by 1. They're just taken down 1 by 1. Cal and Puff don't even get a look.
Yeah, they just force in super fast. Cal barely able to do anything. Doesn't even end up using the package, and the front line just gets decimated. Nu super weak. Southwind is a thresh, squishy, and Chieftain can't really do much in that situation. Great coordination from BLG to force their way in, and they're able to find... I mean, the big one, so all BLG really have to do is kind of just wait for that, and then TT are forced to contest and play against Gwen.
Or we just find a miraculous pick onto Southwind out of nowhere, and Wei slams him against the wall for a little bit of bonus damage. And that'll be a kill. Give it over to Fofo. So, forget your timer in the top left. The logistics of the situation can be brute force by the weight of an anchor. Doggo behind the play. His Weiwei flashes in once more. Doggo with the kill. And Chieftain left wondering what went wrong.
This is some Poppy gaming if I've ever seen it. Weiwei with a confidence, locks down Yucal, and that should be an easy pickup on the Baron. They're gonna have
this game, a good Shockwave could win the fight by itself. It's going to be a spy fight, though. We might actually just have a 50-50 on this one. Dragon will reset. Hook goes wide from Crisp. He's getting fairly low on HP as Chieftain goes in, knocked up, and two of them are just knocked away from the play. Chieftain will finally go down, and the Dragon low taken out by Weiwei as Puff desperately tries to win the fight, but he's got a Gwen running at him. He's got to dodge everything, but actually the Thresh is there to save the day. Southwind pulls his AD carry to safety.
And the play, I think, you know, things like the Bloodthirster from Doggo, the Orianna shielding, definitely doing a lot to mitigate. And once again, TT looking for the Nautilus.
Yeah, but Crisp is actually looking for them because he's got an Orianna ball on his shoulder and he's got a win in his eyes. 2 for Doggo, and there's a bonus 1 for Breathe at the end there as well. 5-0 and 2 on the Gwen. And that is going to be all she wrote on this one. 14-8. A much quicker, a much more decisive game coming out from BLG. And I have to say, this Poppy pick from Weiwei was an absolute pleasure to watch. The Hex flashes from the best I've seen to the very worst across the game. It was a smorgasbord of brilliance.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun game too. BLG definitely trying to match the pace TT were trying to set, but it just felt like the execution was crisper. And honestly, the Poppy was really inventive. Some of the angles that were being found, some of the plays. Often one of the issues with Poppy is he's not as good as things like the Hecarim and just charging.